Yeah, all right then. Well, it's been a trying couple of days, folks. Wow, it's kind of mind-blowing that I'm making this video. I still not even completely sure if I'm gonna upload it or not, if I feel comfortable with it. It's just me speaking completely genuinely from the heart about these subjects that I never thought I'd bring to public, but I really do feel like it's time. It's time for people to know because I don't know. You know what I mean? It's just like this nation's undergoing a radical change right now. And I feel like I'm at a point in my life, I'm 26 years old, where I want to admit certain things about myself and I don't want to feel like I have to hide them anymore. I don't want to feel like I have to be ashamed of them anymore. And oh, man, I mean, it's really quite simple. It's really quite simple. My whole life, I've been more attracted to, the Disney side of things, to my whole life, I've been a little effeminate. My whole life, I've been the guy to cry when facing adversity. I've kind of very much, I don't know, I very much kind of feel like I've leaned more towards that sort of side of things, and I'm really not comfortable with talking about this at all, but yep, there we go. There we go. I just feel like in the grand spectrum of things for my personality, I am Tiki. And as Tiki, I don't know. I don't know if this is a good idea to do or not. I'm kind of at a loss for words here, but you just saw what I can pulled out of my shoulder, so we'll see. I identify strongly as a female, and it's a very complicated and it's such a roller coaster of emotions for me to have to go through this and to have to and I feel like YouTube, I've always been a broadcaster. That's always where I've dealt with some of my more intimate stuff, intimate subject matter. I remember when Jew Wario committed suicide back in the day, may he rest in peace, back a couple of years ago. I kind of admitted on air that I suffered the same sort of like bipolar disorder that he did. So really there's no big event that's triggering me to do this. It's more so just yeah, at the end of the day, I like I like girly things, I associate more with the female side of the spectrum. That's not to say that I'm not into hetero stuff as well, and it's all a very confusing and very sort of a messed up loop of hormones going on in my mind right now, and that's kind of part of the reason why I don't date, to be honest with you guys. I mean, I've dated in the past, but it's kind of one of the reasons why I haven't gone out of my way to right now is because it's confusing. It's very confusing. And I don't know how this works. I really don't know how this works because it's just like, yeah, I very much feel more leaning towards the feminine side of the gender in terms of just my emotions, frankly, the preference for the clothes I would like to wear. That's one of the things, like, people very, very intimate to me know this about me, but yeah, it's definitely, mm, let's just say guys clothes like pants and these shirts and whatnot. I don't know. a little boring to me. Who knows? This has all been something that's brewing since, since childhood, since I can remember. It's all been sort of like, man, it feels weird to talk about this on camera. And I'm like keeping my voice down specifically because this, like, I'm talking to the audience and I'm also talking to my friends over Facebook if I do share this at all. You know, I I'm gonna have a hard time with my family with this because I don't know. There's certain things I'm sure they've noticed about me. Other things I don't. It's I'm not necessarily sure how supportive my family would be about it overall, or how comfortable my family would be about it overall. It's like I don't want to just be like all of a sudden like, hey, buy me dresses instead of shirts. You know what I mean? I'd love to do that. I mean, that's the thing. That's the kind of person I am. You know what I mean? It's like I actually kind of crave that. That would be wonderful, but I don't. I'm not comfortable going through that transition right now. I'm not even comfortable really going through the transition of like being outward about this like in a public setting at all. I'm just voicing my emotions and voicing my feelings and yeah, just putting myself out there because it's been a long kind of taxing day. I kind of feel like been holding this in so long. Um, the country, of course, has just gone through a pretty damn radical change. So, to be honest with you, as of now, I still don't completely know if I consider myself to be a transgender person. Like, I don't know if I can consider myself making that step yet. But I think this is a good way to kind of come out and tell you all that yeah, if you've noticed that I've been on the feminine side of things, and if you've noticed that my personality's been a little feminine, there's kind of a reason why. There's kind of a reason why, and it's clothing and whatnot, and all the, and like I said, Disney plays a big part of this as well. Just, I don't know, maybe it's just a stereotype, that guys who are raised on Disney just grow up to be a little effeminate, but it's just been something that's been a part of me for a long time, been a part of me since I was a little kid. That I honestly feel like through the people I've met, through the people that I'm close with on social media, I feel like they'd accept this about me. Comes down to, and then for my audience as well, I just feel like the country's at a time where this kind of a subject can be looked at and not treated as super taboo or anything like that. Hoping to actually get some support out of this video. And my God, I actually think I will post it because it's been a long time in the works, and I think it's time people knew, and I think it's time I actually kind of came out and expressed my feelings about it and everything like that. So, like I said, it's obviously a very confusing, very trying thing for me to have to deal with. It's very much why I'm sort of awkward in relationships and whatnot, and why I haven't had many relationships. I mean, there's a lot of factors that play with it, but yeah, that's more or less what I wanted to come on and talk about tonight in a weekend of great change in our country. I kind of wanted to make this milestone in my life because fuck it, I've passed my mid 20s. I'm 26 now. I feel like it's time I really have a grasp on my identity. So, wow. So that just happened.